Have you ever wondered what the next Ethereum killer might look like? Well, get ready because today we're diving into Monad, a brand new Layer 1 blockchain that could completely change the way we think about crypto speed, scalability, and real adoption. If you thought Solana was fast or Ethereum was unbeatable, wait until you hear what Monad is building. This project is being whispered about in crypto circles everywhere, and the hype is real. So what exactly is Monad? In simple terms, it's a next-generation blockchain that wants to combine two things: the massive developer base of Ethereum with mind-blowing transaction speed and efficiency. It's fully EVM-compatible, which means every smart contract, every dApp, and every tool built for Ethereum can instantly work on Monad. Developers don't need to rewrite their code, and users don't need to learn anything new. That's huge because Ethereum is the most used ecosystem in crypto, and Monad wants to give it superpowers. Now here's where it gets crazy. Monad claims it can process over 10 transactions per second with 1 second finality. To put that in perspective, Ethereum struggles with around 15 transactions per second. Solana, often praised for speed, runs around a few thousand. But Monad says, hold my beer. This level of throughput could make crypto as fast as using a credit card. Maybe even faster. Imagine DeFi apps, NFT marketplaces, and gaming platforms running instantly, with no lag, no crazy gas fees, and no long waits. But let's talk about why investors are hyped. Big names like Paradigm, one of the most respected crypto venture funds, have already backed Monad with serious money. That's not a small detail. Paradigm doesn't just throw cash at any project. When they get involved, it means the tech is strong, the team is legit, and the vision could be massive. This kind of backing brings credibility and attracts even more developers and investors. The team behind Monad is pushing a bold vision, a blockchain that solves the blockchain trilemma. You know, the classic trade-off between decentralization, security, and scalability. Most chains sacrifice one to achieve the others. Ethereum has decentralization and security but struggles with scalability. Solana has speed but gets criticized for stability and centralization. Monad claims it can bring all three together. If they can actually deliver, that's a game changer. Stick with me, because in the next part we'll go deeper into how Monad achieves this insane performance, what makes it different from other so-called Ethereum killers, and whether it could realistically overtake the giants of the space. But first, ask yourself this: if Monad really delivers on its promises, what would stop it from becoming the #1 smart contract platform in the world? All right, let's peel back the curtain and look under the hood. How does Monad actually plan to achieve these insane speeds without sacrificing decentralization or security? Because if it's just hype, it won't last. But if the technology really works, we might be looking at the foundation of the next crypto superpower. Monad's secret weapon is parallel execution. Most blockchains, including Ethereum, process transactions one by one in a sequence. That means the network can get jammed, transactions get delayed, and fees skyrocket. Monad flips that script. It's built to execute many transactions at the same time, across multiple cores like a modern CPU. This parallelization means the network can handle way more activity without slowing down. Another key innovation is Monad's consensus mechanism, designed for ultra-fast block times and near-instant confirmation. In Ethereum, it takes multiple blocks to feel secure. On Monad, transactions can be considered final in about a second. That makes the user experience feel like Web 2. Fast, smooth, and seamless, but with the benefits of decentralization and ownership that only crypto provides. And here's a fun fact: Monad doesn't want to replace Ethereum, it wants to supercharge it. By being fully EVM compatible, Monad isn't competing for developers, it's inviting them in. Any project, from Uniswap to Aave to OpenSea, could instantly run on Monad without friction. That's a killer feature because developers usually hate switching chains. Monad says, don't switch, just upgrade. But let's talk adoption. We all know tech alone doesn't guarantee success. What really matters is whether people use it. That's why Monad is building strong relationships with dApp builders, infrastructure providers, and even liquidity protocols. They're setting the stage for a thriving ecosystem from day one. And with backing from top investors, you can bet there will be plenty of incentives for developers to build on Monad. Of course, not everything is guaranteed. Building a blockchain this ambitious is insanely difficult. Bugs, delays, and unexpected challenges are all part of the game. And let's be real. Many projects have promised scalability only to fall short. But what makes Monad different is the credibility of the team and the heavyweight support from Paradigm and other major players. This isn't some meme coin launch. This is serious infrastructure. Now let's dream for a second. Imagine DeFi with zero delays. Imagine NFT minting without gas wars. Imagine blockchain gaming that feels as smooth as Fortnite or Call of Duty, but with real digital ownership. That's the world Monad wants to unlock. And if it works, it could pull massive attention, not just from crypto users, but from mainstream companies who want blockchain that actually performs. Now let's talk about the big question on everyone's mind. Is Monad the next 100x opportunity, or just another overhyped project? The truth is no one can say for sure, but here's what makes it especially exciting for early investors and crypto enthusiasts. First, timing is everything. We're at a stage where Ethereum is facing serious pressure. Gas fees are still high, scaling solutions like Layer 2s are fragmented, and users get frustrated. Solana is strong, but it's had outages and reliability issues. This leaves an opening for a new player that can deliver speed, reliability, and full Ethereum compatibility. That's exactly where Monad steps in. Second, the market loves a good narrative, and the Monad story is perfect. Ethereum compatibility, Solana speed, paradigm backing. That's a recipe for hype. And in crypto, narratives drive adoption and investment. If Monad launches smoothly and starts pulling big projects into its ecosystem, the momentum could snowball fast. So what's the roadmap? Right now, Monad is still in development, with testnet phases rolling out. Developers are already experimenting, and the buzz is growing. Once mainnet goes live, and assuming it delivers the promised speed and stability, that's when the fireworks really start. We could see DeFi protocols migrating, NFT platforms launching, and entirely new categories of dApps that weren't possible before. But let's stay grounded. Risks exist. If Monad can't deliver real-world performance, or if adoption lags, the hype could fade. Regulation is another wild card, as always in crypto. That said, with Paradigm's involvement and a strong team, Monad has more credibility than most new chains. Here's my take. Monad has the potential to be one of the most important blockchains of the next decade. It's aiming directly at Ethereum's weaknesses, while avoiding Solana's pitfalls. If it pulls it off, early believers could be looking at massive upside. And even if it doesn't dethrone Ethereum completely, it could still carve out a huge piece of the market by being the go-to chain for fast, cheap, EVM-compatible apps. So here's my question to you. Will Monad be the chain that changes everything, or just another project that promised too much? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear what you think. And if you found this video valuable, don't forget to smash that like button. Subscribe for more deep dives into the hottest crypto projects, and share this with your friends who need to know about the next big thing. Because if Monad really takes off, you'll want to say you heard about it early. This is the future of crypto speed, the future of blockchain adoption, and maybe, just maybe, the next king of layer ones. Keep your eyes on Monad.